Back.
Yeah.
But of course, the stacks are supposed to be something that will assist them in that comeback story.
That might have been part of the meta development that has caused Shakers to suffer, is that teams have just become better at contesting that triangle and putting more emphasis on it. Because the Shaker games we've cast, we haven't really seen those like quad stack echoes into getting a fast blink at a full level. GH is in no man's land.
Oh yeah.
-1.
Easy kill for Tidebound. They're going to need a lot more of that. They're at a 6K deficit already at the 16-minute mark. NGX really showing up in this game one so far. Looks like Pipe is going to be the first main item for Bach into the Crimson Guard, as the panel was kind of discussing.
Gue salah. Gue salah sih. Ini gagal gitu. Kok seperpataan Mbak Tundra ya?
Percaya ke? Iya ke?
Of course, the mid is basically a support here.
I was gonna say, you could argue a support for support almost at this point, but yeah.
This is the roughest. I mean, we cast what was it, BZM having a really rough game.
Yeah.
This is worse, it feels like, right?
It's not a good recipe to win Pro Dota, to play with 3 supports. That's well, not a common strategy.
4 protect 1, in some ways, is 4 supports and 1 carry, right?
Well.
Shiro's going to have to do some heavy lifting in this game. Going for the Butterfly next on top of his Manta and Dragon Lance.
That's the good news for Tidebound, is that Shiro is having a good start here. He's 4-0-1. He had a very rough series yesterday, so I think there's also something to be said about, you know, getting off to a good start on the day and feeling like everything isn't coming crashing down after a good start to the tournament. Because yesterday he had 2 tough games back to back. He kind of just got destroyed.
Yeah.
Both in particular, I would say in his Marcy game, but also the Shadow Fiend game wasn't too hot either.
Now Fiend's Grip, and we can see Snapfire left all alone, so easy kill for Sumail. And NGX continuing to increase their lead. Y is spotted, again taken out in turn. So 2 support kills extremely quickly for NGX. And the question is, are they actually going to go for Rogue? Ghost is extremely close to Butterfly as well. That is a huge power spike for Medusas. Even pierce the veil pop from Sumail to try to take it.
Ini loh. kayak gitu harusnya sadari.
10초 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다.
Dari ini dari.
영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
Oh.
10초 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다. 영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
Tane Midland Centaur. Ora apa-apa sih. Anjing juga.
(10초) 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다.
Tung plang. Tung tung tang 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 plang.
내가 바로 감염무사다. 서둘러 가자.
난 안장을 차지 않지만 굳이 찬다면 적의 목을
좋아.
그 안에 넣어.
전투를 준비하십시오.
Never give up.
Rano, iba.
탁월한 선택.
That is regrettable. Goodness.
영광이군. 간다. 실행한다.
30초 후 전투가 시작됩니다.
앞서간다.
전투가 시작됩니다.
내가 앞장선다. 내 검. 길을 밝힌다.
Never give up. Spectacle. Never give up.
전진. 좋은데.
Marvel at the spectacle.
그래. 물론이지. 좋아. 이행하자. 물론. 아,
Dah, begini mana tuh mana?
간다. 앞으로. 싸우리라. 전장. 좋아. 물론이지.
Someone had to die first.
그래. 아주 좋아. 아하. 탁월한 사람. 이행하리라. 드디어. 필요하다면 온물을 쥐고. 아. 이행하리라.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
전진. 아. 전장. 물론 공격받고 있다. 좋아. 아주 좋아. 싸우리라.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
앞으로. 실행한다. 내 검이. 영광이군. 탁월한 선택이군. 시선을 피하지 마라. 새로 가자. 죽어라. 앞서간다.
난장판에서 터질 게 있다니.
좋아. 전장. 실행한다. 그래. 넌 우리가 상대한다. 물론이지. 싸우리라. 영광이군. 이행하리라. 손이 빨라야.
Ih, anak babi, anak babi.
간다. 공평하군. 앞으로. 아하. 힘이 잊었다. 서둘러 가자.
파울은.
Kencir-kencir di seluruh des.
탁월한 선택이군. 물론
Cukup.
전진. 몸으로 챙겨두지. 전진. 영광이군. 앞서간다. 아주 좋아. 전정. 필요하다면.
Ini ketelangar terus weh.
탁월한
Ais, aku memang ngomong cok.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 상부 포탑이 디나이 되었습니다.
좋아.
파울은.
물론이지. 아. 앞으로.
Quite dangerous, this one.
서둘러 가자.
아이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
싸우리라.
하부 포탑이 디나이 되었습니다.
kept powering.
필요하다면. 좋아. 죽음 맞이해라. 아주 좋아. 지금이다.
중부 포탑이
내 검이
공격받고
길을
있습니다.
밝힌다. 앞으로.
Astaga.
공격받고 있습니다.
왕이군. 앞서
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
전진. 전장. 승리는 대가. 죽음이 기다린다. 간다.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
다음의 것이다. 싸우리라. 그래. 좋아.
바이오의 진품이 죽었습니다.
좋아. 간다. 검. 앞으로. 탁월한 선택. 전장으로. 질문은 네가, 답변은 내가 하지. 전진.
Apa?
앞서간다.
Apa sih? Apa betul?
A monstrous assassin!
영광이군. 좋아. 선택. 싸우리라. 간다. 필요하다면 힘으로 챙겨두지. 앞서간다.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
물론
Wow. Lebih. Hero gini. Syaratnya apa ini? Syarat ini.
전장
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Apa mau WA ngerti wong larinan.
내 검이
중부
길을
포탑이
밝힌다.
공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 중부
아주
포탑이
좋아.
공격받고 있습니다.
Itu saya.
물론
중부 포탑이
Eh.
공격받고 있습니다.
실행한다.
Kecamatan ini sing ndi? Sing cilik ta? Oh, kelurahan yo kene berarti. Walah.
앞서간다. 탁월한 선택이군. 넌 네가 상대한다.
Gitu ya, harus gitu.
이행하리라. 물론이지. 아직이야.
이런 난장판에서는
Chill boy. Chill boy.
좋아.
Belum kabeh kowe.
간다.
Masalah sentaku senta farming kok telel.
영광이군.
Tapi harusnya yang hilangnya lulung ya. Bisa mama papa we mama mbah baju ya pas ngeban nyapu.
내 검이 길을 밝힌다. 필요하다면
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
훈련의 결과.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
전장. 앞서간다. 탁월한 선택이군. 간다. 서둘러 가자. 앞으로. 고맙게. 이행하자. 영광이군.
공이 또
좋아. 아주 좋아.
That makes two.
소리는 아니겠지. 전진. 앞으로.
예.
로션이 레디언트의 영웅에게 죽었습니다.
간다. 아하. 아주 좋아. 좋아.
상부 포탑이 공격받고
탁월한
있습니다.
선택이군.
상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
영광이군. 실행은
다이어의 구조물이 파괴되었습니다. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 아군의 상부 방향이 공격받고 있습니다. 아군의 상부 방향이 공격받고 있습니다.
응?
상부 방향이 파괴되었습니다.
얼굴을 가리지만 싸울 상대를 가리지 않는다. 싸우리라. 서둘러 가자. 내 검이 길을 밝힌다. 다 내 것이다. 좋아.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
앞으로.
레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
전진. 싸우리라.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
앞서.
하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
영광이고.
아군의 하부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
아,
하부 병력이 파괴되었습니다.
물론이지. 싸우리라. 빠르게 배는 단검이군. 앞서. 좋아. 간다. 그래. 서둘러 가자. 전장. 물론이지. 공격받고 있다.
공격받고 있습니다.
Ay, so kalah.
파괴되었습니다. 아군의 중부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 병력이 파괴되었습니다. 아군의 상부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 상부 병력이 파괴되었습니다. 이제 적군의 상급 크립이 생성됩니다.
Ping.
다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 고대의 요새가 공격받고 있습니다. 고대의 요새가 공격받고 있습니다.
대자여, 여기는 없다.
masa. Ini kok. Dong siapa iki lho kok masing wani 1750 tapi kali pakai order dia tanpa cas.
You have 3 melee calls, and your supports are probably
Supports
not
are
gonna
pretty
do
low.
Kira
that.
ambil dos buku tapi
So
tanpa
it needs to
cas.
be Faceless Void who needs to actually hit the egg.
Early Manta style from him. This is going to be necessary. Attack speed items.
Yeah.
So the impact of the Phoenix is still gonna stay there. You know, it's rising in popularity a little bit, but we mostly see it played in.
I mean, it's
4.
also
Awah, kayak aku semenjak teh itu aku kalah terus, Des. Di sini timnya goblok-goblok, Des. Gajinya nganggo apa ya?
영웅을 선택할 차례입니다. (10초) 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다. 영웅을 선택할 차례입니다. (10초) 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다. 고통이 다스리는 때가 왔다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 전투를 준비하십시오. 고통으로 안내하는 길이지. 그래,
알았다.
그래, 좋아.
도간에 든 신세구나.
그러지. 서두르자. 영원히 가는 길이다.
Never give up.
나가.
30초 후 전투가 시작됩니다.
Kau setengah api tuh gitu.
고통을 안기러 간다. 전투가 시작됩니다. 여왕의 앞길을 누가 막겠느냐? 전진.
Well played.
그래, 좋아. 앞으로.
Woy ganggu wong.
Someone's blood was drawn.
여왕의 의지를. 앞으로 성숙해지는 그러지. 공격. 느껴봐. 어림없다. 고통으로 안내를 기대지. 그래, 알았다. 고통을 안기러 간다. 서두르자. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 바이오의 진품이 죽었습니다. 정말 좋아. 고통을 느껴보아라. 허락하지 않는다. 고통으로 안내를 기대지. 병 주고 약 진짜 그래 좋아. 그래 좋아.
상관이었다.
침묵해. 너도 좋아할 거야. 고통을 안다.
Betul.
그러지. 진물이로구나. 여왕의 의지를. 앞으로. 전진. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 그래, 알았다. 서두르자. 그래, 좋아. 그러지. 고통을 안기러 간다. 그래, 좋아. 전진.
샹지.
땅에 넣어둬야지. 그래, 알았다. 영원히 신속하게
너는 덜고 도는 법.
여왕의 의지로 고통을 안내는 길이지.
바이오의 짐꾼이 죽었습니다.
그래, 알았다. 여왕의 은총을 입었으니 신속하게. 여왕이 나를 사랑한다.
That makes two.
더 아프게 해주마. 고통을 안기러 간다. 여왕이 그렇습니다. 그래, 좋아.
Ih, saya diambil.
고통을 안내는 길이지.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
그러지. 나는 아직
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
그래, 좋아. 고통을 남겨주지. 고통을 안기러 간다. 그러지. 완벽했어. 자, 여왕이 다른 길이다. 비밀을 나누겠지. 서두르자. 고통을 끝내주마. 고통을 안내는 길이지. 앞으로. 알았다. 영원히 나를 사랑한다. 그래, 좋아. 여왕의 의지로. 신속하게. 그래, 좋아. 그러지. 아직이야.
중부 포탑이 공격받고
아직이야.
있습니다.
고통으로 안내는 길이지. 여왕의 의지로. 고통
고통을 안기러 간다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 그래, 좋아. 서두르자. 전진. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 여왕이 가는 길이다. 여왕의 의지로.
That makes two. That makes three.
큰 고통을 통일하자. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 그러지. 서두르자. 고통을 안기러 간다.
Tak apa, tak apa.
그래, 좋아. 고통을 안기는 길이지. 고통을 안겨주지. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 고통은 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 고통을 느껴봐. 이런 말을 정말 알겠어. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Boleh.
좋아. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 여왕으로 가. 알았다. 고통은 안내는 길이지. 그래, 좋아. 병 주고 약 줄까? 고통을 안기러 간다. 느껴봐.
비었다.
그래, 알았다. 서두르자. 여왕의 의지를 하여자. 그래, 좋아. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
That was regrettable.
Mana lain mana? Mana?
그래, 좋아. 공격받고 있어.
Go. I can blink.
전진.
Gali ko ring. Ora pengen meh duel aku.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
아, 느껴지지. 손절이야. 얼굴가 얼마나 깨끗한지 궁금하구나. 그러지. 영원히 사랑합니다.
다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
조심히.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
여왕의 의지로
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
비명이 나오겠지. 그래, 알았다. 그래, 좋아.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
그래, 좋아. 손에 넣었다. 뺏긴 기분이 어때?
하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Ah. Oh, si anjing. No, anjing.
This is mayhem.
그렇지.
내 모습가 돌아왔어. 고통을 안기러 간다. 여왕의 고통도 안내는 길이지. 그래, 알았다. 힘들겠군. 고통 없인 없는 것도 없지. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 그러지.
적군의 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
좋아.
너 보시게?
그래, 좋아. 병 주고 약 줄까? 그래, 좋아. 그러지.
공격받고 있다.
여왕의 이름을 안녕하시다.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Ya ampun, ono si kethek.
적군의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
살살 녹는군.
고통의 소리가 돌아오다니. 신속하게 전진. 앞으로. 그래, 알았다. 여왕의 의지로 고통을 끝내주마. 서두르자. 고통을 안기러 간다. 여왕의 의지로
Killing spree.
공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
고통으로 병에 넣어둬야지. 그래, 좋아.
신선한 고기로군.
알고도 소리. 서두르자. 그래, 알았다.
레디언트의 총군이 죽었습니다.
환영파. 고통으로 안내하는 길이지. 여왕의 의지로. 그래, 좋아. 여왕이 가는 길이다. 서두르자. 신속하게 고통을 안기러 간다. 그래, 알았다. 여왕이 나를 강해졌다. 그래, 좋아.
멋진 시가지고
전진. 앞으로. 그래, 좋아. 린켈의 구슬. 서두르자. 그러지. 아직 안 되겠어. 아직 준비되지 않았어. 그래, 좋아. 신속하게. 여왕의 의지로. 자초한 일이야. 고통의 여왕. 고통을 안기러 간다. 그래, 알았다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 신속하게. 그러지. 기다렸어. 그래, 알았다. 안기러.
적군의 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
앞으로. 그래, 좋아. 길이지. 진짜. 고통을 안기러 간다. 고통으로 다스려준다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 그래, 좋아.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
서두르자. 아직 준비되지 않았어. 아직 준비되지 않았어. 여왕이 서두르자. 멈추고 약주다 고통으로. 여왕이 나를
상대 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Masih agak nih bangsat cune ono.
That makes two.
중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
우리를 들고 일어나라.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
Hai itu bobok banget gimana guys.
돌아오셨다. 앞으로. 그래, 좋아. 여기에 넣어둬야지. 서두르자. 신속해. 곧 안내를 주겠지. 여왕이 그래, 좋아. 그래, 알았다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 좋아. 여기선 비명을 지르고 저기선 몽골을 맞추겠지. 그래, 좋아. 고통으로 안내하는 길이지. 고통을 안개라 이 느낌도 괜찮은걸? 고통으로 병 주고 약 줄까? 여왕의 의지로
죽음은 곧 시작이오.
그래, 좋아. 신속하게.
다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 적군의 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
그래, 좋아. 그러지. 고통으로 안내하는 길이지. 고통을 안기러 간다. 신속하게 병에 넣어둬야지. 그래, 좋아. 서두르자. 여왕이 가는 길이다. 그래, 알았다.
Tun, pisur goblok. Ya Allah. Masya Allah, sholat berdiri sampai suruh melakukan bajingan goblok banget, cok.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Langsung aku untuk tim pekok-pekok terus yo.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 아군의 중국 병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
Yes, yes.
여왕이 나설 차례구나. 고통 안내하는 길이지. 그래, 병 주고 약 줄까? 서두르자. 앞으로. 그래, 좋아. 신속하게. 알았어. 안기러 두 사람은 고통을 안겨주며 서두르자. 땅에 넣어둬야지. 더 아프게 해줘.
Asu bahasa aku, cok.
Go. Sige.
적군의 상복보다 합의했습니다.
난 채굴을 고통으로 안내를 기리지. 정진 고통을 안기라 본다. 여왕이 여왕의 의지로 서두르자. 여왕이 가는 길이다. 여왕이 나설 차례구나. 고통으로 안내를 기리지. 신속하게 고통을 안기러 간다.
공격받고 있습니다.
push in tip.
그래, 좋아. 병 주고 약 줄까? 신속하게. 전진. 여왕의 의지.
적군의 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
여왕이 고통을 안기려 한다.
아이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
그러지.
왜 자꾸 쪽?
서두르자.
오.
그래, 좋아.
적군의 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
야, kiss this.
다른 길이다. 서두르자. 고통을 안기려. 전진. 그러지. 좋아.
적군의 하부포, 적군의 중국 포탑 파괴되었습니다. 적군의 하부병이 파괴되었습니다. 적군의 중국병이 파괴되었습니다. 적군의 중국병이 적군의 하부병이 파괴되었습니다. 상급 크립이 생성됩니다. 공격받고 있다. 적군의 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 아이어의 구조물이 감소되었습니다. 적군의 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
알았다.
1대1 치가 승리했습니다.
Terima kasih ya. Jalan.
With other people or not, like it's a lot about just the form that you
Kami
show up in
chilling.
today.
I feel like this has to be the closest series we have.
Yeah.
Like, we would have one-sided series in the morning. When you have XG and P Vision, you got XG, Arme chasing his Aegis. You got P Vision, the creativity, a lot of like first timers. Like this has to be like the closest series of the day.
Yeah, and one thing that's going to make it very close is how obviously all the players perform, and we want to put our attention a little bit more on two players in particular, Kecil, the support duo of Extreme Gaming.
No, absolutely. Like these two supports, they're so damn good. Like first of all, they're incredible. Like in their own, like the items they buy, what they do. Like here, this is just some, you know, like some normal stats, average stuff, just like this. But I just want you guys to remember their faces for the clip that we're about to watch. And you're gonna have to bear with me. This is a somewhat of a longer clip. This is from the Road to TI Game 2. They needed to make a comeback here on XG, and they did. This Rax is one blast away from dying, and it's Mega Creeps. So, this is how it starts, and pay attention to the spell usage. First, Disruption here is gonna dodge the RP from a Mark. So this is how the fight starts. Thank you, Disruption save, super good. The Lincolns and Lotus also already reflected the first roar on Ame. Because our eyes are on Ame and what the supports do. X-Nova in this fight also leaves in and out. He's gonna Lotus and Lincolns him again. He's gonna reflect the Abyssal. He feeds him 2 Lotus Orbs. He has a 4-staff from Jinkyu into a secondary Disruption, while Ame is on super low HP. Now X-Nova runs in again. He gives him a second greater healing Lotus. Because people were like, wow, you know, Ame, he's so good, he gets to man fight this Lifestealer. But actually, in reality, it's about how they all come together. It's the spell usage, it's the items, it's the small things, how they kite in and out to actually come back in this game. There's very few teams that would have won this fight, let alone even made a comeback in this game to win it.
The critical thing is, Arme is averaging the second most kills per game, right? He's getting nearly, 9 kills per game. Like, he's going to the crazy spots of the map. He's doing the things that will allow him to shine. And if his supports aren't there, if his off-lane mid aren't backing him up, it will look like Arm is just feeding it out of position. So the rest of his team is understanding the aggression he requires, they're backing him up. They understand it. That's why they're doing so well.
And the cool thing about Ame is he doesn't really have a particular archetype of hero that works for him. It feels like everything does. He can play the Helm of the Dominator carry if he needs to, with his Anti-Mage or his Void. He can play for the ultra late game if he needs to, with his Medusas and whatnot. Like, he's almost a perfect carry, I would say, in this tournament. You can count on him in any situation.
Yeah, and yesterday he busted out the Klings. It's a hero we didn't see. Sure, you had the Slarnet to like amp him up, and I saw it in pubs, but again, like you're saying, he can play anything, he can do any build, he can play for any timing. Just S-tier player.
Yeah, and all the players here, TGAV, are also very experienced in playing on the main stage of the International.
Yeah, it's been kind of a long time coming for them to find success story. For XG at least, we've got 7 TIs attended for Arme, including this one. For XM, sure, it's only 2, but he started in 2017. Like, they've had such long careers, yet to get the Aegis, and if there ever was a chance for them to lift it, it feels like the form that they're in, the way that they're playing, there is a chance that all these players with multiple TI attendances, this could be their one.
It could be their one, and on the flip side, I mean, there's a lot of experience on the side of Extreme Gaming, Effie, but then if we take a look at P-Vision, it's a bit of a different story.
Yeah, I mean, you do have your veterans, of course, in No One and DM, who are no strangers to TI, but we've also got Satanic, 9 Class, and Ducalis, who are almost fresh, And it's a bit odd to think about, because Ducalis is one of the names we've seen in professional Dota forever, like floating from Tier 2 team to Tier 2 team, having his stint in Tier 1 and finally finding his place here. This could be the year for these players as well.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, no, Satanic did not play.
Orang nikmat deh. Ini bener nih, kasihku. Salah nih, ancok ini. Oh, ancok. Ini berarti dia kudune ketemu siapa ya? Oh, heroik, cok. Ora toh? Yo, ora toh. Kan geke durung ngerti ketemu sapa. Ngenteni Parivision di Extreme Gaming. Atau ya? Oh iya toh, bariki Parivision Extreme Gaming, Falcon Beat Boom, Barse. Besok main. Asu iki kudune nek aku lower bracket ku nganu heroik menang deh.
often where teams break them at least early on at TI. So this team, I love how they play and pick.
Yeah, and it's going to be very interesting to see them here on the main stage because I'm sure they have studied each other and they have something in store for each other that we're going to find out very soon. Before we do so, though, it is, of course, time to get the teams on stage.
And we're back.
Paling pintar.
Extreme Gaming!
Extreme Gaming has not dropped a single series this international. It is the most dominant team, and at the moment they are on a fast track all the way to the top. At this point, you might be wondering who can possibly stop them. Well, potentially today it might be their opponents. Let's welcome in P-Vision.
Choose wisely and crush those responsible.
P-Vision is the team with the most LAN championships, LAN wins under their belt. They won in Bangkok, they won in Raleigh. The stage, it just adds them up. And yes, there are 3 first-timers here at TI, but it seems that it doesn't matter, it does not phase them, and if anything, it is helping them reach their full potential. Of course, still on the way for to be some Royal Roaders here as well with them. We don't have a lot of those, Tigo.
No, not at all, but the way that Satanac's playing, he's so young, but he's having like 2 deaths per game. Like, he's at TI, his first TI, he's just dominating. Highest GPM, 2 deaths per game. Every stat you look at, it looks as if he's meant to be the veteran. It's like he's meant to be like the no one of the team.
He's so good. He's got that team spirit DNA.
Yeah.
Back from Yellow Submarine, where he's got the Yatoro energy, where he can put a game on his back if he needs to. But also, after he joined P-Vision, it feels like he's developed that early game aggression, that ability to cheese. He's blossomed into his own player, where I do think you can finally put an end to those comparisons.
Yeah, like I've seen it a lot also in like a lot of the vlogs that they post. Like he has a pretty good bond with No One, who of course is the veteran of the team, who's like, yo, bro, after this game, like, you need to chill it out a bit, like, control your emotions, let's do this one next time to, like, you know, just rally him and make sure it's correct. But I agree with you guys, like, this guy, it's probably the best for you to be the, maybe more so cocky carry player because you're young, you're going to the TI stage, you're going up against incredible players. Like, you need to just focus on yourself, and this guy, if there's one thing he's got, it's confidence.
It helps that P-Vision have such a clear understanding of what they want to do on the map, right? They are the team which buys, I believe, still 100% of Helmet Dominator in every game because they respect map play, they respect how to push on a catapult wave, they want the creep to be able to kind of push the side lane whilst they're playing elsewhere. Like, everything they do on the map enables the creativity. If their map play was weak, then them picking a Tinker carry and having an out support, it'd look atrocious. But that is why they're so dominant, and for Extreme, they need to try and find a way to break that confident map play that P-Vision often have.
Or match it themselves, right?
Sure.
They've got the ability to play tempo themselves. We've seen Ame on Anti-Mage pick up Palm of the Dominator. We've seen XM play a Quap that just so heavily focused on killing side lanes. They're capable of doing it themselves.
Yeah, I also feel like we have to address the support duo on the side of P-Vision. We talked about Extreme Gaming already, but Nineclass and Ducalis are such a unique pair, Kecil, with unique heroes coming out.
Like, for sure, like, Nineclass is maybe, like, the most, like, this is kind of what people expect from the Pulse 4. It's like the most free role in terms of what you can do. You walk around, you know, like people like to make this anecdote of you have this dog chasing a ball, you just gotta let him do what he wants. And I think they do it really well. The map play that you guys talked about, it's Nineclass, it's what he does. And Ducalis, I feel like he's just very stable. People have this meme in pubs that said the Ducalis ABC. When the game starts, you go here, you smoke it 45 seconds, you take this route, you get the first blood, like these guys, they know what they're up to.
But if you also put 9 class with a different offlaner, 9 class also would actually look quite bad, I think.
Yeah.
Because of DM and his stability, the 9 class gets to shine. If DM was a weaker offlaner, and then 9 class goes to make all these moves, then DM will have a different offlaner will have a struggling time, they won't feel like they're capitalizing it. So like you need a good offlaner for 9 class to become the S tier 4.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, that dynamic is paralleled on XG. Like when you have a 4 like Zenku, who's
Yeah.
very similar to 9 class in the sense that he has his own idea of what he wants to do in that early game. Sometimes he will completely sack his offlane. He'll play for his own game. He'll play very greedily. Having an offlaner like XXS, who is very stable and has experience playing with these really greedy Chinese carries, he can do a lot with a little as well.
They're probably the 2+4 guys who like share the least tangles and lane or like invest the least money to like actually help the guy, because yeah, they're gonna play for their own stuff, you know, but they just make it happen. And like T was saying, like DM's hero pool and the way he wants to play, your Venos, your Necros, Beastmasters, they free up your 4 pretty nicely. And I feel like DM, he has a good experience of playing with people who maybe don't help him too much. So yeah, he's pretty happy with what's happening.
I want to say though that while we do talk about P-Vision's support duo and how they're a bit, specific or unusual, people forget that they can play normal heroes too. Like sometimes you think, oh, okay, what crazy 9 class hero is coming out, and he's just a Snapfire or something. Like that can still happen where you're prepared for these Slarks and these Alchemists to come out, and instead they're just going to pick a stable offlane duo, and that could change your plans or warp the way you want to draft entirely.
Yeah. 9 class is probably the player, like if you try to predict what hero he's gonna pick, like you just can't get it. You should play like some 9 class bingo, like 9 class picks Pudge, like you get it off the road and like do some other stuff, because this guy, I don't know where he cooks up his hero picks. I think it has a lot to do with Astini, like they share and then he tries it in low MR pops and like then takes it there. So I think it's a really cool dynamic also.
You just have to find a line of where does the respect become a detriment of your drafting, right? And when you go into P-Vision, if you over-respect 9 class, if you overthink like is Satanic going to play the Brood or a Tinker, then sure, your draft's going to crumble. I think we've seen it already with the teams where they don't respect the kind of the integrity of their own lineup, right? With Nigma, with Tidebound, they kind of go a little bit too crazy in the draft. For Extreme, they have to draft for themselves and respect the playstyle that will come. Don't try and draft for P-Vision. If we see that today, that's when P-Vision has the upper hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far I feel like Extreme, I mean, they have not dropped a single series.
Yeah.
They have very much played their own playstyle time and time again. It doesn't seem like P-Vision doesn't know what's coming for them, because Extreme Gaming has shown what they do time and time again. They just do it exceptionally well.
I think the main difference for Extreme is, even from the interview you just had from Buck, is from Road to now, they feel like they've had another change of pace. They're a slightly different team. Like they're going for Winter Wyve and they have the Clinks. Like they've shown that development that I think both teams are going to have to be ready for something new in this series.
I mean, for me too, I think there's a lot of like really cool things they do. For me, XM and XXS, I feel like they've stepped it up tremendously. Not that they were bad before, but they're like incredibly S tier now. Like they buy like Lotus Orbs and they reflect Dooms, and they refresh their Lincolns to block Dooms, and like all the stuff they do. But I do feel like, for me, they're still one of the favorites, but I did see some cracks in their armor yesterday when they played against Tundra. They weren't super clean. Of course, they cleaned it up. They got into a win, but it's the first time where I saw them like more vulnerable than the earlier days.
I agree. I thought their first game in particular versus Tundra showed that early game vulnerability that they were known for a couple of years ago, where, this team might play a little bit slower, they might play for a later timing, and we can exploit that, we can out-network them. And that's what happened in their game 1 versus Tundra. But they found that comeback, right? With that discipline, they were able to pull off the high ground defense into ultimately winning the game.
Yeah, if we talk about yesterday's series, it was a 2-0 against Tundra for Extreme. How can we learn from the series that P-Vision had yesterday against Heroic? Another 2-0. It felt maybe a little bit easier of a route to this point than Extreme had, or was that more a result of P-Vision just being extra prepared?
It's fair to say that, because the series versus Tundra for XG felt closer than the score looked, whereas the P-Vision one was smooth sailing. They were winning confidently in both games. They just had their strategies on lock. I think that position 4 Monkey King did so much for them, and maybe that's something that can be learned from XG today. They could look at what they want to do with the Monkey King. Do they want to try to take it for themselves, address it within the draft, or just let 9 class have it?
Yeah, I think critically in Game 2, P-Vision had 3 cores that had lane dominating aspects. TA, lane dominator. Phoenix in the off lane, in correct matchups, lane dominator. Queen of Pain, lane dominator, map early game. And that is the thing. XG, we want them to see scaling and a bit more time to then feel like they come online. So if P-Vision come into this draft with 3 cores that break lanes, armies on the back foot, and we don't get to see that pop-off potential from the mid lane on XG, we could see some problems. And yeah, I think respect the aggression from the cores of P-Vision.
Yeah, like one thing that I could see that XG could take away from yesterday also is that P-Vision, more than any other team, I think they play off of map and vision. Like, that's why they love the Dominator so much. Push the waves, get yourself the vision going on. But also, they are quite greedy in terms of their offlane. Like, if I'm Extreme Gaming, you could look to craft a Disruptor Ursa lane, for instance, against, you know, the Monkey King 4, the Slark 4, the Pudge 4. Like, they don't do much there, so maybe there's something they can take into it. But yeah, if we look at, like, the hero pool comparison, there's a lot of, like, team fight and also offlane focus when it comes to Extreme Gaming. Like, Mars has looked incredible in all of these games.
I see stability on the left and I see chaos on the right.
But for stability, I love what you said about the Mars. I was thinking that XXS has not been talked about enough because he has had some ridiculous Mars performances this TI. And that is the hero that I want to see him play today, especially if he's going to get sacked. Whatever, just play for Yule's Blink, play make. Be that stable hero for your team.
No,
be that
sure.
guy that anchors the fight.
Yeah, and like people, they seem to be playing it so well. Like you have these 4s that just give you all the damage, you lane well. And I mean, XXS's Mars for years has been famous for, you know, the correct builds, the correct items, doesn't feed, just very, very stable players. And then TI not being able to like kill your opponents or you miss smoke ganks, it really gets to you.
That is quite the career indeed. I mean, he's one of the players that we haven't touched upon yet that much. I feel like we talk about him a lot, and we want to always talk about him a lot. And we are gonna talk about him a lot, probably in the heroes that he's getting, and also, of course, his counterpart in XM in the upcoming series. But if we want to continue talking about the upcoming series, we should start talking about that first game.
Extreme Gaming versus P-Vision. Game 1.
Here we go. We got Extreme Gaming on the Radiant side for our opening match. We got P-Vision Dire, and it is first pick going the way of Extreme. And I do still want to touch upon that mid lane a little bit, T-Gov, because it is a very interesting matchup. We have a lot of stuff happening on the side lanes, and that's why we talked about it so much, because that's where maybe the unusual things happen, but also that's where the Ame versus Satanic happens. We got the position 4s that are interesting to talk about, but mid, it feels like they both got very stable mid laners going for themselves.
Yeah, extremely traditional from both XM and No One. They want to be the playmakers, they're playing the spirit heroes, they're playing, you know, the odd shaker, or, you know, they just want to be part of the team, part of the game. And of course, when you think about those type of players, it then goes back to the side lanes, unfortunately, whereas how well do they go? Do the supports get freed up? Can they then activate these mid laners that want to be on every rune making the moves? And I love the bans from XG. The fact they go for the Enigma and the Phoenix ban, both off laners for DM, but they're the off laners that make the opponent draft for that hero specifically. Like if you pick Enigma, do you have wave clear? If you have Phoenix, do you have Dispel or some type of healing from your support to survive the lane? So get rid of them. Don't force Ame to play a single hero.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
I mean, it looked good this tournament. Like, Slark has seen a lot of nerfs over the last few months, especially after 4 Slark became so popular because of P-Vision. But this is the one team that didn't really give up on it, regardless of the nerfs. With this hero, you can just play for superior vision, play for D-wards, play for that superior movement during nighttime. Yesterday, I think they ran a Slark plus Night Stalker to capitalize on vision. Maybe they could look towards doing the same.
Yeah, for sure, and it's just like what they want to do. Like they know that, you know, the offlane, it's not necessarily designed to win. You just get your stuff, then, you know, in the mid game, that's where it really kicks in, the D-warding, the vision, like you mentioned. Like that is what they're gonna play through. I do feel like Extreme Gaming, you mentioned the bans. I'm also completely on board. I think it makes the Undying a lot better. Maybe for P-Vision there is a route also where you could flex the Slark. I think most likely not, but again, it is something that they value a lot. Maybe it's very low chance for it to happen, but you cannot disrespect it at this level of play.
Let's see what is coming afterwards, because with these openings, not much that either team is giving away yet. We have seen the Undying in the hands of XXS, very successful. We've seen Nineclass be very successful on his Slark. Not unexpected heroes, but also not heroes that you could really know what route the draft is taking. We got an Invoker ban, and we got a Medusa ban, Medusa ban coming out for Extreme.
Already?
No, go ahead, T.
Thank you. Yes. Undying the offlane, right? No stun, it's no control. Therefore, the Slark is going to feel like he has the free game, right? The ability to just run around, do what he wants, like you already mentioned. But that then gives Satanic more time. Because the Slark support, even if his lane presence isn't the strongest, pulling waves, kind of opening XP for his offlane, when you do want to go D-ward, it's an extra 20-30 seconds of, oh, Slark's here, gotta wait 1 second, hold up. And then Satanic's like, thank you for that extra wave I farmed, indirectly because of what Slark is doing. So XG, they need more control and a way to get rid of Slark quickly to then find Satanic.
On that note, I wonder to what extent do they want to address the Slark? Because there are heroes that are good versus Slark that they play. The Leshrac, for example, on XM is something they could run. He's been popping off on that hero. You get that early blink, you punish this hero. You could also choose to address it from the support role with a Disruptor. That hero is a popular pick versus Slark as well. You glimpse back into the Static Storm, but I don't think you want both. That would be over-addressing or over-correcting.
I mean, it's like something I haven't seen enough against P-Vision. They play these like more volatile offlanes, but I haven't seen someone just like double down on this lane. Like you get this Disruptor Ursa, Disruptor Anti-Mage, like whatever, 18 pick your carry, set it up early with the 5, because this is most likely the Slark 4 who's gonna do that. P-Vision, get themselves a snap, solid laner, you have Low Shredder against the Tombstone if you want, Cookie safe, just overall probably one of the best supports of the tournament.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I actually have XM in my fantasy, and I get 90% more fantasy points if he's a blue hero. So I do hope it's like a Leshrac or a Storm.
Wait, his Lesh is legit as hell. It's so good.
I mean, it's pretty good here. You see a Snap or a Slark, you don't really care. Just jump on them, kill them. Yeah. Blue hero, please, XG.
7-0 record on Snap for Ducalis. I mean, that's big. That's also probably because there's so many other heroes people want to ban out against P-Vision that he gets his hands on it time and time again. But that is a phenomenal record as the most picked hero from the tournament. I don't know if it still is, but it was for a long time. The Disruptor coming out on the side of Extreme.
Yeah, exceptionally good hero, right? The fact that we even saw Katomi yesterday on BB. You get Mana Boots, Blink Dagger into instant Aghanim.
Yep.
And then you keep kiting, you keep playing on Thunder Strikes, you're getting vision, you're slowing, you can then glimpse back. Like Slark, as we already mentioned, you want to go in, and then you kind of want to retreat, you want to kind of kite back the fight, buy time, provide information. You get no information. Disruptor will bring you back and kill you. So I think that's the answer to Slark is done. Tick, move on. Now start trying to find other heroes to make your draft have good meaning.
Just a quick sidetrack is I remember during Dream Leagues that every time 9 class got countered by Disruptor, he would just carry iron branches in his inventory, and every time he was static, he would just push himself out with a branch, and no Disruptor player expected that. So I wonder if we'll see the same thing happening here.
I mean, we might. This guy knows his matchups because he pops these heroes like a billion times to actually try to make it happen. Rasta is quite interesting here. Shadow Shaman is not a hero we see too often. I feel like it was maybe during one of the more recent PGL Valakias, people played this Warlock Shaman, Undying Shaman quite frequently. It gives you like very good building and early roach because you drop the tomb, you drop the snake. And I guess overall, it's a good laner. You have people that like bring it to you, you have the fight starter, so more push to back it up. I like it.
I don't know if they want to pick it yet, but it's becoming a very good PL game for P-Vision if they want to get it at some point. You don't care about Undying, Disruptor, Shaman, you just send illusions. Again, to pick it here with 2 then counter picks for XG might be a bit bold.
And then you would get your Leshrac on 18.
Then you would get your Leshrac, exactly, but like, not now, but I want XG to start respecting it potentially in either the next pick or the 2 bans, as I'm already thinking that it's becoming a good game for Satanic to pull later in the draft.
Do you guys want to know what TL's win rate is this entire competitive season?
It's bad.
I looked it
bad.
up the other day. All the games played, it's like 18%.
Yeah.
That's atrocious.
So hopefully not that hero, but honestly, if there's a team that could make it work, it would be P-Vision.
Yeah, okay, so you get the Lycan and, okay, so the puck. So it's on XG to kind of decide, okay, what is more valuable for us? Do we need to close the phase with our mid against the puck, which this is a hero we've seen pop off a lot, especially by GPK, or do you want to do something against the Lycan? You want to like lock in a troll with your Disruptor, like play fast? I think these anti-mages, you don't really want to play that against the Lycan. There's the Ursa option if you want, or do we feel more like this should be the mid hero, for example?
I feel like there's some major problems right now for XG, where to kill a hero, it's the Static Storm, the Shaman jump, but to do that with the Lycan Wolf scouting you, the Slark scouting you, Puck jumping in and out, finding like ways to initiate the fight, XG need to have a really clean like pick off and play. But pick off and play against all of this wave push from P-Vision will be extremely difficult.
Well, that was a 100% win rate troll up until earlier today, but still an incredibly strong hero. How does it fit in here?
It's very strong. It's one of the OG counters to Lycan. You're playing with a Disruptor against a weak 4. You definitely have a recipe for success. You're gonna get Aegis in this game because you have the Tombstone, because you have the Snakes. Troll is good at it too, so I think XG are quite happy. The problem still exists though, that T mentioned, the puck.
but at least they have a carry that can itemize to be the frontliner. You send him in first. What hard lockdown does P-Vision have to stop the troll hitting the ultimate, right? Like, he can stand his ground, which gives Disruptor and Shaman a way to hide in the tree line, wait for the fight to develop, then they use their spells. So I'm looking at Arme to get the early Battle Fury, to get the early BKB, whatever, and then become kind of the forward-thinking player on the team.
Yeah, the way that I see this troll pick is it kind of solves some of the issues that XG had, because so when I look at PV's draft and I see this Lycan plus Pug come out together, I think, okay, this Lycan will protect the Pug, because Pug is picked into two counters, Disruptor plus Shaman. These are heroes that have the catch to stop a Pug from popping off. But if you're playing against Lycan and he's throwing his summons at you and you're a Disruptor or you're a Shaman, what do? You don't have the freedom in a fight to lock down that Pug. But this Troll Warlord, if he shuts down Lycan in lane and just makes it so that his entry point into the game is later, then the Puck issue is solved by that, just by extension of Lycan not being able to create the space that the Puck needs.
Yeah, XG just need to hug each other. Yeah. Right? When you look at a 20-25 minute fight, it's be together with the vision, then they're going to look strong. If at any point they break away, have a weak formation, P-Vision will, of course, exploit it.
Yeah, actually, they definitely have this type of lineup where it's like they're gonna dare P-Vision to come to them. Like, they're gonna go to a tower, drop the snake, drop the tomb, Troll's gonna start hitting, and then it's like, how do you answer?
Yeah.
And that's not the most ideal fight for a Lycan. You want to like go on your back line, kind of snack on your supports, but they're very good at protecting each other. So XG, they do need an XM hero.
I am enjoying their bans though. They're like, Satanic has a last pick, of course, on the side of P-Vision. Then let's remove his Tinker and his Meepo just to not get anything unexpected out there. And it will be the Slardar coming out. The XM Slardar is a little bit of a classic.
Yeah, and it gives just good initiation to the fight, right? It's if Slardar finds hero with Troll, that's going to be a kill. Slardar plus Shaman with the ultimate from Shaman, another kill, right? It just gives ways to punish if P-Vision are split on the map. So I don't mind it. It is good scaling. Slardar very quickly can become tanky as well with the Aghanims and the BKB. He stands his ground. Yeah, it's a nice way to give XG late game potential and also survivability through the mid game, through pickoffs.
And the last time that XM played Slardar, he had a really interesting build. He went for Helm into Pipe, right? And I think that would be a great game to recreate that, because if you get that early Pipe, you're negating a lot of damage coming out of the Snap and the Puck that PV are dependent on early game. And that Helm, you just play versus Lycans on, take it back, play that mini game there.
Yeah, Slardar to me is a little bit underrated, like, because I think he does very well, especially with this type of draft, like Lycan, you amp him, he wants to run at you, he's not going to be able to stand his ground. So P-Vision, what do you want here for Satanic? Maybe some TB? Like, I still think they need high damage, like on the hero. You have a lot of heroes running in, sure, but you need to back it up with something.
We talked earlier about the tempo that we saw Extreme have yesterday. Does the Slardar, it sets a high tempo, right? So that kind of solves the issue that they had yesterday against Thundra.
No, for sure. It lanes well against Puck. You have high armor, you have good damage, you're going to be chilling, you're in the river, you're the type of hero your supports can play through. I mean, I must say, I love both drafts. I think PV found a very good last pick for themselves too. I'm maybe slightly leaning towards XG, because I just like this idea of the Disruptor with the Troll to shut down P-Vision, but they have what they always want with the map play.
I quickly want to correct, it was XXS that had that build on Slardar, not XM. So maybe from the mid Slardar, you don't want to see the Helm too early, maybe the Blink into the Helm, but I would still love to see that come into play.
Yeah.
I just want to see this game get to like 30-40 minutes.
It will.
Like, XG with levels take great fights. P-Vision as the game progresses need items. If they buy the wrong item, fights can get quite difficult. So it's like itemization on P-Vision and scaling will be really interesting to see, while XG is just kind of cruise control. As every minute ticks over, they get stronger and stronger and stronger.
I guess the one thing I would say is XG is dependent on their lanes going very well, and they've drafted good lanes for themselves, but if PV can somehow find a way to get as much as they can, like mitigate that net worth disadvantage that they may have, then the game will be a lot more even, and it's hard to get a good read on it.
And who would you put the pressure on to create the space, basically, for P-Vision to do all that?
I mean, it has to be the Lycan plus Puck duo.
Yeah, I'm looking at them to kind of do well early, because it is not that easy. Like for XG, I see them doing well on the lanes, they're going to take the early towers, they're going to get the first ages of the game, they're probably going to have a lead. At some point, PV are going to have to find a way to play the map, stabilize, and win a fight, or kind of at least go even, because they need time.
And the Puck versus Slardar, how is that going to go down? Because shouldn't it be Puck favored, considering his range versus melee?
Slardar's going to be chilling. Slardar's going to be chilling.
Slardar loves that much.
Yep.
Alright, we are going to head over to the stage, because before we get into this game number 1, we are going to hear some words from Coach Estini.
Absolutely, the crowd quite split here on this match. We got a lot of cheers for both teams coming out here. Sir, how are you feeling about this draft here today? Now, I don't know if you watched this, but there was a certain Lycan versus Troll matchup yesterday. Didn't go too well for the Lycan. How do you feel it's going to go this time?
There's a reason our Lycan players do in the tournament.
Okay, let's relax.
Just better.
Let's relax. Goodness gracious. Very well, very well. Great. Well, it seems like you're very confident about your draft. If you had to rate your draft out of 10, what would you be putting it here? I mean, we got some Puck, we got some Lycan. They do have a lot of lockdown. Did you think you did well?
Yes, I put 9 class in my fantasy with coher kills. So I go for Slark, and I'm pretty confident he's gonna make a lot of points.
Fantasy players, get ready to be pogging for this match. Absolutely. All right, my friend. You've had this crowd in the center cheering your name every single time. They go right where you look every time. Thank you so much. And it works to those 5 people standing up right there with those signs in particular.
Yes. Bora caralho.
All right. Fantastic. Well, should be one hell of a match by 2 of the most high-skilled teams that we have here today. Let's get into it.
Thank you so much, Slacks. Oh man, this is going to be an awesome game. I cannot wait to hop into this one, Trent. I do real quickly, since we're getting all the players out there around, Dota's best enjoyed with friends, and I need to give a quick little shout out. I am today on my 10-year wedding anniversary, so I just want to give a quick little, I love you very much, wife and kid at home, and I hope you're doing good. We'll be home soon, but we are getting into this match, Trent. I can't wait.
Yes, it's Dota time. The fans are going crazy today. We got a whole section here cheering on XG. I'm sure you had heard them there during some of the earlier interviews as well. Very dedicated to the success of their team. So we'll see how well it goes for them here in this draft. Last time these 2 teams met, they haven't seen each other so far this tournament, but a few months ago they did play, and it was P-Vision taking the win 2-1.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I think that this has been so much stuff changed throughout the course of this tournament, and all of these teams now feel like they have a very different identity than maybe what people were expecting coming into this. And now, you know, if you were to ask me where I would rank these teams going into it, I don't even know if XG would be in the tournament at this point, but they are very clearly becoming the favorites. P-Vision have something to say about that. I'm very confident as Stevie going into this.
Yeah, a team that's been gaining confidence for sure as this event has gone on. XG just kind of started dominating and haven't stopped, obviously only losing a few maps through this entire event, whereas P-Vision, it felt like there were some struggles. They were having a hard time enabling their offlane duo and really feeling like they were getting a lot of both of these 2 picks. And as it's gone on, we're getting more and more of that classic 9 class, which, he's always been the engine that drives a lot of the success here for P-Vision.
He has been, indeed. And I think, too, when you see him having like a good game, finding those courier snipes, disrupting what's going on, and of course in that mid-game window when people are looking for fights, he can be a real menace. Now the flip side of that is that a lot of times it feels like XG are just cool chilling. You know what I mean? And if they're just out farming, is he going to be able to set up for ganks from the rest of his squad to find kills? His DM is going to do some lane shenanigans here, already pulling the wave back behind the tower.
Yes, things one must do when you have a position 4 Slark player. He is well aware of what needs to be done here, as 9 class will just keep lurking around and being a nuisance down there. Maybe hoping to score some of those courier kills, as Steenie said, you know. Now, I have a question about this fantasy here. He said that if XM plays a blue hero, he gets more points.
Yes, that is true.
What is Slardar? Is that close enough? That's a blue hue for sure.
I mean, it's a little purpley. I feel like it should count a little bit. You know what? I think it tells you what it is when you sign up for it.
Okay. Well, for his sake, I hope it's at least blue.
Absolutely.
Help the guy out.
Gotta be. Mid lane matchup, as we've seen, going to be a little bit tough for the Puck, but he seems to be doing okay so far on no one. And if there's one thing you can count on in this tournament, it's good. No one is likely going to be getting the most out of his lane possible.
Yes, I have decided to dub him the Terminator. You know, I feel like he was away for a while and he came back, but it doesn't, I don't think he aged very much. He kind of looks the same. So I think something's afoot. I think he might have some bionic parts in there that we weren't made aware of, because he just came back and he looks as good as ever.
By the way, that is Courier Snipe number 1, unless I missed one earlier. So we'll keep our tracks of that.
Damn, Astini's a genius. I mean, that's kind of crazy to just throw it on one of your players in the tournament purely for the fantasy points, but when it works, it works.
Yeah, you got to win too. Might be getting them a little bit more. But yeah, this is going to be what you see. Blood grenade, boots, grab the whole wave, pull it back behind the tower.
It's disgusting, truly. And of course that ward, as being shown by the observers as well, of course, to help you snipe those couriers, right? It makes it all a lot easier. So they've got a lock on this bottom lane. They're so used to doing this.
Then in the meantime, in mid, we're going to see this battle continue on. Up top, there could be some more action going on. You can see Xingqiu contesting this pull from Ducalis, while Undying is sort of battling out in the lane with the Terrorblade. What did you think about that last pick Terrorblade? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he's coming for you. At least I got to deliver first.
And, ooh, he's even going to get the D ward on the camp there as well. Make sure he gets the block back on there, so lots of work. TV, I mean, it's a bit of a classic, of course, especially for a Satanic, you know? It is always a game winner hero, right? It has so many things it can offer. It does have the opportunity to play in the early game if your team is up, which is really interesting, right? You can join for pushes, objectives, whatever you want to be there with for the meta. But of course, you've got this like mid and late game map control that comes out from Terrorblade that's pretty hard to match from many other heroes. That being said, you know, XG coming into this series, I imagine they'd probably continue their, you know, a little bit slower paced gameplay, but this looks pretty quick for them. And they have had some fast games, but this one looks like it could really get going quick if they get a good lead in these lanes, like the panel was mentioning.
Oh, it never stood a chance. Does he run back down as soon as it shows?
He's pretty far.
No, he's hiding it. Okay, nope, there it is. We'll see if they run down. 9 class instead looks like he wants to stack the camps, which makes more sense. And actually, it taking that ring around the rosy might buy enough time for 9 class to come back in. We'll see what he decides to do. Instead, he's making his way over towards mid. XM does get hit by that, and now a jump in. Only going to be able to find a couple of punches, but the blood grenade isn't enough.
Nice spacing.
Not able to quite find the finish there.
I mean, you're okay with that, though. Obviously, this is a lane that's supposed to go pretty well for the Slardar. Just Puck, over the years, has lost quite a bit of strength in that mid lane overall, but Slardar, of course, has just got buffed and buffed and buffed when it comes to being near water and having the reliability here. It goes for the coil mid.
Does have level 6, though. The jump up is there, able to find a bash, tries to back out, and he's able to play himself out of it. XM, what a player, and X-Nova is going to be the one that draws first blood.
Woohoo! That was nice. Very quick rotation. Disruptor, not always the best hero to come in and save you in the mid lane.
Oh,
not always something you can count on, but X-Nova makes it work there thanks to some fancy footwork despite having no feet on XM.
Very solid move, and Dream Coil down too, so that kind of opens up some rotations here too, if they want to try and pressure Satanic, particularly pre-6. We'll see if there's any movements that come in. These twin gates have been a classic, but when you get your courier sniped, starts to feel a little bit rough.
Gloves and boots? That's really annoying, especially the gloves, obviously. It's an interesting way to try and deal with Ame. I mean, every game that we've had the pleasure of casting of Ame, his heat map is just the bottom lane.
True.
And he stays down here forever, and then his teammates pull the enemy everywhere else on the map. Anywhere else but bottom lane. And Ame just chills down here until he gets his items. And P-Vision have decided to just like kind of let that happen again here, but they're getting the trade of their Lycan also getting very farmed.
Right, he's almost going to have a helm completed, which could turn very quickly into that tower being taken down. So that's something to watch for here, as we are going to see 9 class. Still just level 2, by the way. He's able to do a good amount with that. Finally getting the Wisdom Shrine. Xingqiu taking the other one on the other side of the map. But this is going to be the thing to watch for, is how do they change up their play for Ame? Are they going to still try and keep that pressure on, or are we going to see something where maybe they leave that lane?
It's just this curry.
I know.
It's like trying to find the Northwest Passage, you know? It's just like, where is it, man?
Nowhere to be found. Maybe a bit of a wraparound going on towards mid, though. They were looking for no one there, and, well, yeah, it's not going to be an easy jump.
Well, I mean, the coil back does usually open quite a few opportunities for Puck, right? Puck loves it when you get to catch someone diving your side lanes and you show up, Dream Coil, and turn it around. Not the easiest heroes to do that versus, right? Like an Undying can be a little bit risky to go for it if there's any sort of backup. Your Lycan's not really playing the tower anyway, so no one doesn't have this natural accelerant of just defending your side tier 1s that you like to have. But he does have these stacks to accelerate him that 9 class has been prepping for him, so this is also great, of course, just for 9 class, because as a position 4 player, you want to get as many stacks as you can to get that golden XP for yourself.
They miss on one of the sentries. It's just off to the left there. And so XG, after making that rotation with X-Nova, are not going to be able to make any type of substantial kill happen. And this could be an issue as this game goes on. I feel like between a Lycan, Terrorblade Illusions, and now a Slark support, how are you meant to sort of keep vision out on this map for XG?
Yeah, that's a very interesting part heading to the late game too, right? That's you're trying to just deal with wave push and also trying to find these ganks. Your smokes are at a complete premium on XG. You cannot waste a single smoke or it's going to feel awful.
Ducalis hitting that level 6 is now going to come back over this direction, and Ame is a potential target if they can find the right control.
It's a juicy level 6.
Look at this.
I mean, what's the duration? 6.5? Kisses go for what? You got 8 gloves. I don't know. It's not bad.
There's a chance.
It's over 5.5 seconds. You get that ulti pop to the right time. He's going to be in trouble even if he has it.
Well, they're going to realize the danger and actually leaving that little illusion there of the Slardar scouts out the gank coming their way. They will lose the tower on the side of XG as Ame tries to build into his Battle Fury. And you know, I'm reminded a little bit of that game that we saw yesterday of XG versus Tundra. Tundra started off, got this good beginning lead, and if not for maybe some weird Roche fights, XG could have been in a lot of trouble. And I'm seeing a similar story here. You've got some pretty heavy push potential from P-Vision.
Yes, 100%. I think that would be the conversation I could imagine Astini having before leaving the booth, right? It's just like, you got to make sure those first objectives are going to be so important because they can take it very quickly on XG, but you can as well on P-Vision.
Moves. The Hex is there, already hit. XM backing out though, and the Kisses not doing quite enough damage. They will be able to bring down XinQ here. But finding any more than that, now they'll pop the glyph. Is there going to be any defense here?
Look at this army.
I mean, it's really hard to fight against this. They have the creep there too. XM already taking a boatload of damage from the creep, from the summoned wolves, and they're trying desperately to keep the tower alive. Will manage to. X-Nova has a glimpse.
It was on CD for quite a while, so he couldn't manage to pull back DM there when he was looking a little vulnerable.
But they do protect their tower.
And the carries just off doing their thing. Satanic's been hitting a lot of jungle creeps. He's back on the lane now with the attention put towards mid. Ame's been farming through the ancients of the bottom lane like he does every game. Tower or not, he's still confident enough to stand up here.
Well on his way. And then on the other side, it's really XM. The fact that he didn't die there, I think, is really important. Working towards that Blink Dagger, almost has it completed. But do they need to do something to deal with Satanic here? I mean, he is just free farming.
Yeah, I think chasing him just sounds like a bit of a problem, right? It would be nice, obviously, but when the Blink Dagger's up, you could try one smoke at him and try and go for it. It would be nice to have 6 on X-Nova at that point, which is probably why he's here camping mid, trying to catch as much XP as he can here on the tower. So you could go for it once, at least drop some good vision as well. But I imagine that attacking the structures could also be a solid play to go for it too, right? If you get 6 on your Shaman.
The call is there to get back underway. P-Vision versus Extreme. In both teams at this point not putting high priority on trying to find a ton of kills, just 1-1, 11 minutes in. Oh, a nice little move in. X-Nova able to get the deny there on the tower.
You take those little victories when you can as a support gamer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
TB up top here. No one's looking for his first rotation.
Oh, finds it there. Dream Coil down. Satanic in the way as well. They have Tombstone, they have everything, but this is a hard survive. And Exicus actually almost able to sneak his way through the trees, but a kill is a kill.
Yeah, knows he doesn't have a chance there, even if he pops the ulti, so he'll just take the Ceaseless Dirge and immediately go to his Ancients, which are well stacked up here, of course. This was something that we saw from XG where there was not a big priority on stacks really at all. And there was the danger that the enemy could have came and stolen them away. They're going to scout them out here right now.
Looking, hunting. DM about to lose a creep, goes down to X-Nova. Does have glimpse, doesn't have vision.
Is XinQ going to snake these, or we're just leaving these all for Ame? No? All right. This is Ame's piggy bank. They're going to smoke it up here. So what do we have? We got the snakes.
Right under a wolf, though.
That's not good. We got the Static Storm. I think XinQ pinged it. So this is your Satanic hunt that you're hoping for as an XG fan right now.
It didn't turn green, though. They just barely walked past it. Is there any way that they actually managed to find Satanic up to the East side, doesn't look like it.
No, he's out. So they can use this with the Helm of the Undying to just push the tower, so it's not too bad. They'll even drop the big bad snake there too.
Was wondering if maybe they thought he ran to the gate, but instead ran out to the other side, and they're going to cut through the twin gate.
Instantly scanned by 9 class, who still walks over here, by the way. Puts a ward on the set.
Okay. Oh, what?
Oh,
he planted the tree! Oh, 9 class!
It's so insulting.
You sneaky, sneaky fish.
You scan that they're there. You ward and walk in anyway, and then you do the tree plant escape. He's done this already too while we've been casting him as well.
Dude, he was so ready for that.
Unbelievably ready. And his ward's gonna live.
That's crazy.
Oh, I feel sickly watching that.
So we take a quick little replay.
Let's sum this up for people. So you see how there's this thing called the kinetic field, all right? He's gonna plant a tree. It creates a collision box with his own hero. One can stay, one has to go. Hero goes outside the kinetic field. Amazing.
Breaks the game.
Blows your brain just like that. It's like, whoa, I can't see a thing.
Now, 3K gold lead now, and Helm
you
Slark
watch,
is done.
And then you watch Slark pick up a creep.
All right, I'm not sure if I'm prepared for what's going to happen in this game, Trent. I don't know. I don't know if anybody is. We've still got a Battle Fury Troll, which has been an indomitable force in this tournament. But I got to say, the Terrorblade is pretty spooky in this one.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, right? It gives you many choices.
Ducalis nearby with 9 class DM. They know that this ancient stack is being taken. Do they want to come and contest it? They're moving into position. Vision down. XXS, what do you have in the tank? XM is there too. It looks like they're going to back out, seeing that everybody's there.
Guys, that was just one Helm creep.
I see another one now. DM takes away the big old
He's getting so many
ancient black dragon.
All the bounties. Like, his fire pool just destroyed so many ancients.
Now they move in, want to take that down, but Ame is a little bit too far forward, forced to pop the ultimate, in a ton of trouble. They do have control over Puck, though. Do they have enough damage to kill him? Yes, they do. The snake, it's doing work, but it's not doing enough to save Ame.
And the dragon lives.
Dragon's still alive. They will take out one more creep with the big snake, but this is the power of P-Vision right now.
I mean, how much effort did they put into the first neutral there? And then the second one? Right? Like, they're fighting this just massive army being provided here by DM, and then at least they're able to get the catch there on the no one, thankfully for them, but then immediately losing Ame is really going to hurt their scaling.
Man. Very difficult moment here to try and figure out how you deal with this, because it's really, they need Ame to kill the creeps, and even for him, it's not quick.
No, it's certainly not yet. And he's going to need that defensive item to try and deal with the silence there from the Puck to ensure that he can actually play his game. I mean, usually 9 class has been going for these like early orchids, but because of the existence of Helm, we're getting that instead. So at least that gives him a little bit more breathing room, perhaps, for Ame.
2-3 and a 4K gold lead as Undyne working towards the Shivas.
That's all, obviously, it's very nice versus Lycan and all the units. You're going to get a lot of benefits from that, and the various healing that you're going to have going on there too. But it's not really like a game changer item.
No.
It doesn't really change the flow of things too much. You're going to have to look to that from XM. And he's hoping to just get to his BKB, his BKB after the Blink and Shard.
And on the other side, with just this swarm of creeps, P-Vision start to do some pretty massive amounts. I was wondering if we were going to maybe see something like a Crimson Guard out of XG for XXS.
Yeah.
Still could go back for it later on. Obviously, tremendous value when you've got all these summons you're dealing with and the Terrorblade illusions.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard choice for his itemization, I'd say. Getting them all eventually would be great.
Yeah.
As we do, Slider, at least he's really good at this, right?
Yeah.
Like, if there's an isolated Helm creep, he can deal with it very quickly, which is something that we have seen a lot of heroes struggle with, particularly any support heroes. But being able to grab those is a nice gold boost for you, if you can guarantee they're actually going to die.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can see though that when you have all these summons, the answer for you is just start taking objectives.
And they're going to scout this out here with 9 classes creep as well. This is something that the Radiant can do very quickly as well. They have a Slider, they have a Troll Warlord, they have Snakes. Dire are not even choosing to bring Satan. He's coming now. But they started this without him.
A little bit late. XM could go for a big jump if they want, but they drop the coil to start. backs out, kisses out. How much do they have left in the tank? XXS, there's the tombstone down. Kinetic field and a static storm to back away.
I mean, there's no ceaseless dirge here. If he dies, he's going down.
And the dragon is chasing and not quite going to fully commit for that one. So Roche still up. It's not even below halfway HP. Can they come back in here and get us? I mean, Ame is not even in the fight.
You got Blink Slider, you got Blink Zinq. Is he feeling a little crazy, perhaps? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they smoke back up again, maybe trying to take a fight once this is all over. A big get, though, for P-Vision.
This might be one of those hope they split up immediately after taking Roche, right? Yeah, exactly, like this. No one comes down to push the wave. They try and catch him here because they have the Blink on the Shadow Shaman. This is going to be your answer. So Ame's going to drive him back. They're going to catch no one under the tower.
Looking. Zinq, they need to get vision first.
Oh, he knows.
Does he? No, jump in. Hex is out, and they got him. The TP, that one probably needs to be canceled, although he did have the Aegis. Are they going to try and do something? They jump on through, 9 class, trying to keep his buddy alive, and they're able to back away on that puck. Ame caught, Cookie connects. Is there any follow-up, though? It doesn't look like it.
Beautiful. Very well played here from XG. You take away all the advantages of that Aegis.
In the mid lane, they're hunting a little bit onto the Undying now. They jump Dream Coil in the mid lane, finds him for a moment. He does not look like he needs to actually worry that much. Instead, Zinq, he jumps and finds the puck. Static Storm down, also connects on a 9 class. They might try and pull him back in here, but they do manage to get that kill. Back and forth we go.
That's a nice swing for XG, though, right? Like, you lose the Roche like that, then you quickly dismantle the Aegis, get rid of that as an issue, take a little free pick there onto the Slayer because he kind of has to play a bit of interference to ensure that no one escapes. Very good for them, as they're going to have to try and start pumping more gold into Ame. He is now third on the board here and working his way through the jungle. Just trying to get a Manta into a BKB. Not necessarily the biggest like feel-good items, but it's Troll Warlord, right? As long as he gets his ulti off, he's going to have the damage.
Just saw in the mid lane, while this is Ame's farm, it's also XM killing another one of these Helm creeps. It's been a really, really good answer so far, it feels like, in a way. He's still a bit behind, though, in terms of the net worth for the Slardar.
Well, it is time for the next objective of Dota 2. Kind of gonna Tormentor.
The Tormentor gonna go down. And easily picked up for P-Vision. 9 class now having access to the Depth Shroud.
Oh, good.
And that's the one that really can start to make things difficult to play around.
Because he wasn't annoying enough already, so that's great.
Get another one? Oh, no, he's not going for it on XM. Working towards that BKB.
Yeah, this tier 1 tower is still very healthy in the mid lane right now for P-Vision. That's a helpful one to have. Keep this big forward vision on the map right now.
So, one other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about for the side of XG is that I believe this is Terrorblade most of the way towards a butterfly at this point. And Troll is still queuing up into a BKB after the Manta.
Yeah.
There could be some timings in here where Satanic is very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, the high armor is annoying enough, but paired with evasion, plus the additional bonus armor he's going to have from Butterfly fully completed, it's going to be a bad time.
See if there are any changes that come up with the build, or if Ame is just going to have to stick to it. In the meantime, Lycan also gets an AC. Man, this timing is going to be nuts.
Yeah, it is a very powerful timing. Butterfly plus AC. You have this Depth Shroud. XXS is trying to counteract it by getting the Shard finished up on the Undying. So maybe if someone is, in trouble, he can try and get a big save onto that. During the kisses, during the coil or something.
Man, for both of these teams, a win here would just be so huge for them. Guaranteed moving on, and obviously a ton of love within the crowd for both of these orgs, as we've heard multiple times throughout this event. But very much one of those windows right now where P-Vision, if they can find the right fight, feel like they can really put the screws.
Khal's put a crazy ward down here. This big aggressive smoke. Trying to catch up to X-Nova.
X-Nova underneath a ward, TPing out, and does manage to escape. Out they go. So 3-3.
XXS. He's going to walk away from the team as they're going to smoke up here. Kind of shadowing Ame a little bit. Maybe hoping that P-Vision are going to think about Potassium. Crowd is generating power here with the wave.
Oh, we do have a little wave going through the crowd a little bit as well. Oh, wait.
A little bit of hydro power here, trying to help out. I like this. This is good. And they will take down that tier 1 tower. It's, you know, it's kind of painful. I'm not going to lie to you to smoke for that, unless it gets a kill in 9 class. Not quite. Because they basically smoked to kill a tier 1 mid.
Yes.
Which doesn't feel great versus Slark, Lycan Wolves, couple Helmet Dominators. You really need these smokes to make your way across the map. But it does open things up a little bit more and just create a little bit more mystery for P-Vision so they don't have this giant beacon of knowledge in the center of the map.
Yeah, you got to take that one out as quickly as you can. A tough situation now, again, for XG. If they want to try and make another move, it feels like every time they're just completely scouted out immediately.
And that's the
full butterfly.
And the finished BKB. That's what I was trying to figure out if that was done too for no one. That's a powerful timing. So if they want to kill this puck, it's going to come down to XM, right? That's pretty much it.
Oh, a 9 class hunting around. Spots X Nova. Can he push him to the low ground with the effect? No, not going to happen. So X Nova in some trouble. Going to fall here. And the area in which XG is allowed to play grows smaller and smaller.
Yeah, still just holding meta right now in Satanic, but I mean, he's got the Demon Seal. That's what's so nice about the Shard, right? Just use that for your smaller pushes, but when like the big fight comes, you can fully commit with meta.
The butterfly pushes. We saw 2 games in a row of it with that Medusa in the last series from Ghost. Is Satanic going to be able to replicate a similar type of strategy? Get butterfly, walk down lanes before there's an answer.
Jeez, they just really ignored XXS, huh?
They
just had no cares for that guy. He's walking up, throwing Shiva's guy down. They're just like, you are so not worth it, man.
I mean, they see Ame there underneath some wolves. So understanding that he's in the area, are they going to try and mount any type of a defense here? XXS steps forwards, throws out some decays, a quick little jump through, a stun onto Satanic, maybe a chance here for a fight.
Okay.
Do they want to jump onto Satanic though, really? Slowly, steadily, Static Storm down, now a hit, a few more, but they don't have any vision, they can't find him! This walks away!
A little Depth Shroud Shade save there.
Oh no! Can't get on top of him, and now, with kisses raining down, they're not doing a ton, only Disruptor has gone down so far.
That was not looking good for P-Vision either, right? You see that ulti come out, you're like, oh, they've done it, right? They jump in, Satan's getting low, but then just
9 class.
able to back it away with 9 class. There's a reason this is his signature support hero.
We did see that Leshrac ban that the panel was talking about that could have been a solid fit for this, taken away in that final stage. You think about how different this game could have looked if they were able to get a hold of it.
It feels like there's no winning, though, because it also just feels awful to commit so much in your draft to this thing.
Yes.
It's like Roman 4, you know? You have to think about all these other matchups that are happening in the game.
There's a reason that he excels on his heroes. So, another couple of towers taken. There's still one more tier 2 tower on the bottom lane that XG are trying to hold on for it. Oh, XM actually going to get jumped on again. Xingqiu is nearby, able to find a Hex onto the puck, but the Yule Scepter lift up. There's not an easy way out of this one. The crush, but the damage, it keeps on coming. Satanic with the amplified damage destroys XM.
Yeah, and with that meta pop right now, he is going to annihilate this tower. They're thinking about marching on here.
I mean, what's the answer? You don't have much on XG.
I mean, with an amplified damage, who can resist this?
I mean, this is an easy step up. And, you know, you think about other games. Where's the Magnus? Where's the tiny toss back? There's nothing here to defend this high ground right now without fully committing. The Tombstone is down. That's gone in an instant. XXS, no answers, and Satanic is too damn big. A full set of racks done, P-Vision. They are not playing for the late game.
No, and there's no chance of a chase down here either from the side of XG. They're going to be able to back away as P-Vision, reset, and 9 class, he's going to know there's a ward here as well as he steps up there. But it just means that they can back away, reset, go to Roche, set up there. And the side of XG, they're just waiting, right? They're waiting for Ame to get these items to feel like he can maybe do something. And he's going to need the most perfect fight as Troll Warlord here, set up by his supports.
Can they do it? I mean, you're still looking for another couple items on Ame before he finishes off that MKB. He's going to have to go with just the Demon Edge now. And they are heading into an area that could potentially turn into a full fight.
All right, we'll see. How does the Depth Shroud play out in this one? Maybe they can get 9 class first. Maybe they can get a Blink Hex onto this Puck. Maybe that's how they start this fight.
I mean, they walk up there and they take the Watcher, and that immediately alerts P-Vision to the fact that they're in the area. Roche, 28 seconds until it's going to be back up again. And it looks like they're going to have to back away again on XG. Has a single smoke of theirs worked? Like, they haven't been able to get anything.
They only have 3 kills, so it's... you know what? They got that tier 1 tower mid.
That's true.
Skelly Bros doing work.
It can't run away from you. Hit the towers.
That's right. As we have some Warpine Raiders here scouting at the pit. Friends, even on opposite sides of the battlefield. Truly a beautiful sight to see.
Well, Roche is up. And now the question, as XG, are you going to come and contest this? The Warpine Raider scouts them out, sees that they're in there, can start doing it. We're also only a minute away from Roche switching sides.
Lycan Wolf is running through them though right now.
I mean, it's so hard to make this happen. There's a disarm. Ame is on the other side of the freaking world right now. He's not getting involved in any of this. He will TP now.
And they're smoking.
Okay.
All right, what's the start? Who are we going on?
An opportunity here. Shiva's guard to show what's going on. Roast below, half HP. XM jumps in, gank the creeps. Charlie, it will take you to victory.
It is the least maneuverable unit.
It is so hard to get anything done.
All right, hold on.
Wait, he got it.
He's got the MKB in time.
Oh, they bought enough time. Ame starts hitting, but no, the wolf is in there. They know about this. And now they start throwing the kisses. Ame, are you big enough? Are you bad enough? Can you take it down now? You disgusting fish! He got it! Steals it away! And only they can look on in shame!
Oh, he's still alive!
He's not even dying! Ban this hero! I don't want to see it anymore! Unbelievable!
Oh, it's a wise man once said, that's a hard fish to find, Lyrical.
Oh, he's so good!
Even his teammates know how good. It's just tip.
And of course, the damage coming in from the whole rest of the squad. 3-8, 16,000 gold lead.
I can't carry on after this.
Oh no!
After seeing that snatch, like, if I'm X, that's me. I'm just XXS. Just take it.
Dead on the screen, and P-Vision ready to not just end this game, but break their spirits. P-Vision come in, completely destroy XG.
You know, there were some questions. Like, who was going to have the edge here in this early game? You know, which team could run this game down a little faster than the other? Well, we got our answer.
Oh, yeah.
It was, in fact, P-Vision who very quickly,
You know, there were still some chances there. You're like, okay, you know, they're looking for this itemization. Get the MKB. Maybe Ame can get that perfect fight. Troll Warlord, a hero that's obviously had some pretty crazy games so far. He's not doing too well today.
No, it has been a bit of a rough one for the troll picks indeed, and I think some of it is just this answer of these like agi carries that are coming in, buying a butterfly, and just walking high ground, and we've not seen answers to it. I mean,
oh yeah, there they are.
Oh, they're ready. They're feeling it. The crowd is into it. Feeling the love for the P-Vision squad, and still a lot of games left to be played, but that was a statement.
There's still a last segment over there. The XG fans, I know they'll be back. You know, game 2, there's of course some chance to regroup here, so we'll see what XG can try and find. I mean, they did change up, I would say, a little bit from their more common game plans. Like, again, they've had some faster games, but this one looked like they were really trying to hit something a little bit quicker, and it did not quite pan out for them.
Man, what a freaking amazingly dominant display from P-Vision as they take game number 1.
This was slaughter, or rather, actually, can you even have a slaughter when the kill count is as low as it was? It was just calculated and cool, Kecil. This was just P-Vision in the driver's seat from the get-go.
Yeah, it was just very slow from like maybe even start to finish, right? But XG didn't really get to do what they wanted, like do well in your lanes. Didn't really happen. I would say P-Vision, they got everything that they wanted. They got the 9-class Lark, he got through the lane, the DM Lycan, he got through the lane, Satanic got to farm all the game 2 on his TV, so I feel like XG, they really fell flat in this game.
Yeah, I think XG's draft were very dependent on these lanes doing well because that was their entry point into the game. That Lycan would have a slower timing, that they'd be able to play without their supports getting completely crushed by the wolves, but every time they tried to go on this bug, that Lycan just covered for him so well. He just ate that backline.
I mean, it feels like one of those games where if XG don't have any kills to their name, it never compounds to a little bit of tempo. A kill with a Roshan, a kill with a tower, a kill with anything, any purpose. That's the whole point of Dota. And for P-Vision, the fact that they just kind of stall the game, chill, take the fights they want to take, reset, it makes it so much simpler. Like when you look at Puck, Slark, Snap, Lycan, Terribly with Illusions, like every single hero has a way to wait for the fight because the lanes are always shoved.
9-class is such a nuisance, this game. Like, we're watching, and I'm just looking at this Slark and all of these highlights, but he was running circles around them, he was dewarding, he was drawing attention, he was forcing spells, he was pushing himself out of kinetic fields. Like, he showed us why so many teams just hate playing against Slark and why they've been banning it for so long.
Yeah, and he also did the cool treant or the Iron Branch play against Disruptor that you mentioned. He would be already ready for it.
Yeah, and here they also, like, they did the Dominator. He had his creep in the pit that showed them vision without Extreme Gaming being able to see the wolf. And you'll see later his entire team is tipping him because not only did he do that, he jumped in, he snatched the Aegis for his team. I mean, likely they would have won without this play too, but this was really like the nail in the coffin. And I'm a little bit worried for XG because I like the idea of this Disruptor and the Troll. You play fast, you try to shut down the Slark, which is one of his weaknesses. But even that, it didn't damage them at all. They just fully free-farmed in their offlane.
Already we see from the stats, right? XSS, right? A statement offlaner that we've been praising a lot so far in both the Road and the playoffs. What, 0-3 there on the Undying?
Yeah.
Like, you first pick the Undying, it feels reminiscent of Nigma. They first pick a Nature's Prophet, the draft kind of comes crumbling down, the Prophet becomes one of the problems. Undying, it's a first pick, and down the line, it's like, brother, you got 1 assist. It's like, imagine if this game you had the Mars or the Centaur, any other hero to facilitate the initiation, the fight, and you weren't hoping the fights around you. It's why P-Vision stalled out the game, right? Do you really want to run into a 50-minute offlane Undying? Of course not. Wait for 25 minutes, you can poke them, but when you want to break the game, you're already outscaling the Undying that never found the correct fight.
I would definitely prefer for XXS to be on a different hero in the next game because I think you want to shut down Satanic. Like playing against Undying, it's very tailored what this hero is going to do. He's going to decay you in the lane, but he doesn't pressure you on the map because, yeah, I feel like P-Vision, they just got to do what they want. Play on the map. 9-class, very deserving MVP on the Slark, did everything he wanted to do, succeeded with it because this game, this was quite easy for P-Vision.
Yeah, it felt easy, and I want to know in how much to a degree this is very impressive for P-Vision, which it was, and I do not want to take anything away from that. But at the same time, I can just imagine myself being the meme and poking Extreme with the pick, do something. Is that unfair to say?
I mean, maybe a little bit, because I think like something happened in the lanes. I didn't quite get to see what happened, but their safe lane with Troll Disruptor not going this well, not being able to play through there, and also the Slark 4 making the first move to help no one mid to like pressure XM. I feel like there's a lot of things that didn't go how they had planned, that then made it harder to then do what they wanted to do.
It's not like they lost lanes, they just needed them to go better because the lanes were even and then higher after they went to the jungle. Like suddenly Lycan was left his own devices, he got that bot tower early, that whole part of the map becomes open. Like maybe they should have focused more on just playing bot and shutting down that Lycan because when you look at that draft, that's probably what needed to happen. That's what created the issues with the map and the lane shove and not being able to take fights clearly. Like if your two supports are Disruptor plus Shaman, how do you make a move? How do you clearly take a fight when enemy Lycan is just going to eat you?
I mean, you could also do something if you got the Aegis, right? 9-class stealing it, sorry, but then goes tempo as well, right? Like you take that gives you so much more.
Like this just going here, if you go to the draft, you wanted to shut down this Lycan, that's what you picked for, but look at the GPM, look at the net worth at minute 7. Lycan is about to have his helm completed, he's 600 gold ahead of the Troll. Like this is what, you know, Troll and Disruptor, they want to win their lane, they want to play forward, you want to go through the gate to your offlaner. We didn't see any of that. So P-Vision did some really cool stuff in the early game they must have, because otherwise you don't have this net worth in this matchup. It is impossible.
I mean, we heard how confident was
just better.
How confident Estini was and his Lycan players. Like, you'll see why we have the superior Lycan player. And I think actually think to themselves, let's not give this hero away. It's creating too many problems. Shutting down lane is not enough. We might not even do that, if anything.
Yeah, and then Kecil, there was one moment where we already thought it was going to be over before that last Roshan fight, when we did see P-Vision pushing high ground for the first time on that bot lane.
Yeah, I just do want to show like how nicely they do it. Of course, they are up 10k gold, but so the thing is, it's just such a low kill game. Like it's 3 versus 6, but you have the amplified. Like look at all the buffs. You have a Solar Crest, you have an AC, you have the Thunderhide hiding below, and everyone else they're just making sure. Satanic, he just pushes on his own. He even puts an illusion. Give yourself the vision. So if you're extreme gaming and you find yourself in this position, like what do you like? Look at his tombstone. You can just feel the frustration. You just pop it in front. I mean, Satanic, he's just gonna snag it up. They take the free racks and they chill and go back. So if you're extreme gaming, this is the type of moment that you cannot let have happen like this easily. You need to do better early on in the game.
Yeah, that was some free real estate coming out for P-Vision. And it does make me wonder that if a game happens like this, and it's, in terms of kills anyway, a stalemate, what do you do? Because someone is going to get ahead from farming, and do we feel like already Extreme knew that they were getting out farmed Takeoff? Was it the nature of their draft potentially?
Yeah, I mean, I've already mentioned the Undying, but if you want to have a stalemate game, you need to make sure that at the point in which the stalemate breaks, the fight is easy to follow through, right? With a Lycan, you have a backline, the puck, you have a jump. Undying, it's like you need kills to feel good. So again, I want to repeat it. Extreme coming into this next game, I don't want to see them first pick an Undying. I don't want to put themselves in this position where P-Vision can identify that a Slark and map play means you will overcome the aggression. Like, Undying's very predictable, very strong, but predictable. You cannot be this predictable. It felt kind of easy mode for P-Vision in the draft.
Maybe a big part of that also is just having XM on Slardar mid. He is one of the best Slardar mid players. We've seen him play it a lot over the years. But when you think about the hero...
10초 남았습니다. 5초 남았습니다. 영웅을 선택할 차례입니다.
둥트렛 둥트렛 둥트렛. 오 쉐이더.
This ain't my first rodeo, but might be your last.
전투를 준비하십시오.
걱정 마라, 제군. 놈들은 동안에 든 쥐다.
I'm in for it. This way, Mortimer. Wait along. Water in the gulch. On the prod. make a tray on the way. This ain't no
30초
hayride.
후 전투가 시작됩니다.
You bet. On the shoot. Cross lots.
사lah cok.
Sometimes he goes where he wanna.
전투가 시작됩니다.
Ow, that hurt. Yes, you like it. Wards win wars, you know. We'll get on the dusty trail. By the by, in the powder game, he'll find his way. Look at him. 4x4. I reckon. Oh! That's something for you, too. I can mosey.
Blood everywhere. Oh my.
First blood. Say hello to my boomstick. Take the back way. Moving. Making tracks. What do you need legs for? Oh! 4x4. Oh! Water in the gulch.
Alah. Asu sampe gak ngono iki bajingan.
Back in the saddle again.
어딜 감히
Sure.
기다려라.
That's what they call him, a big eye. Nice and easy. Never too old to learn something. Sooner or later, they're gonna cut you down. Let's have a look-see. Grab the apple. Chop! Giddy up. Let's ride. Should we hurry? To pay dirt. Run and gun. Monkey party. No good. Enjoy the ride. Packing iron. Four legs a churning. Well, heal. Which way? It put some Shut up, put your belly together. Kickbacks down. We'll see about that. Lickety split. Nope. How's my aim? Sure as it gun. Artillery on the move.
Ya ampun.
안될 말이지.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Malam-malam kadal kanan. Wah, ngeri deh.
Don't need roads.
Kadal kanan. Malam-malam.
I'll enjoy the Don't need roads. On the shoot. Let's have a look-see. Sure as a gun. I'll mosey on over. Artillery on. I could mosey. Giddy up. Sure. Oh, we'll get there. Take the back
방해하기
way.
좋은 날이.
In the powder game. 4x4. He'll find his way. Hacking iron. This way, Mortimer. I'm under attack! Grab the Our
Oh, asyik.
I'll fill that one tomorrow. Should we hurry? Nice and easy. Get along. On the dusty trail. Kickback style. On the prod. I'm in for it. You want a piece of me?
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
To perfection. Wait along.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Here's my boomstick. Moving.
You're really strong. But now when you're playing away from her webs, you're going to be running into 2 lanes that are shoved into you. You then eventually push them out, and all that time, Brune will have that additional item, that additional kind of resource. So it is a really toxic lineup from P-Vision, where the map play is just exceptional. It's what they're doing so well to make sure that they are, close to being top 3.
Well healed. You bet. Run and gun. Time to get. Draw.
삼국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Hey, dirt. By the by.
삼국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 삼국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
앞으로.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Time to dance with them what brung me. Mortimer will get us there. Who likes to drop? Water in the gulch.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 공격받고 있습니다. 삼국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 삼국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Hello to my little friend. Grab the apple. Sure as it got. Water in the gulch.
배도 불리고 주머니도
4x4. I'm in for it. Well healed. On the prod. To pay dirt. On the shoot. Moving. On the dusty trail. I could mosey. In the powder game. Let's have a look-see. Time to get. I reckon. I'll mosey on over.
Kalah meneh.
3부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
I'll enjoy the ride. Wait along. Cha! Me thinking. Let's ride. You bet. Just a few more. Take the back way. High caliber. This is how I negotiate. Yes. Don't mind if you do. Hey, Mortimer? Which way, Mortimer? Oh, we'll get there. Making tracks. Good for close quarters. Lickety split. Run and gun. Don't need roads. Packing iron. Get along. No, I didn't.
공격받고 있습니다.
Nice and easy. Four legs a churning. What a kick. Should we hurry? This way, Mortimer. Artillery on the move. That's when they call them a big eye. Nice.
Oh, itu aku salah vet.
4x4. I reckon. Sure.
Wah, aku salah pencet, Des.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Fight his fingers at this break with love in the far find his way. On the shoot. Well healed. Beg for mercy! Get a load of this! You bet! On the prod. To pay dirt! Let's ride! Run and gun. Don't need roads. Mortimer will get us there. Grab the apple. Oh, we'll get there. Yeah. Moving.
하이어의 진군이 죽었습니다. 수비되었습니다. 중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중국 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Been a low down bushwhack.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Water in the gulch. Take the back way. I'm in for it. Sure as a gun. Lickety split. Nice and easy. 4 legs of traffic. Dusty trail. Now get her sticking with me, Queenie. Which way, Mortimer? Wait along. What do you mean, are you on the hurricane? Where are you gonna? I'll enjoy the ride. By the by. Whoop. Let's have a look-see. Here's my bone stick. By hook or by crook. I can Moses. In the powder game. Back my scatter gun. I'll mosey on. Making tracks. Get along. I'm your Huckleberry. Hacking iron. Sentries save lives, you know. Kickback style. Half cock. Don't mind if you do. You're enough chat. job. I'll enjoy the ride. Combustion in this way. 4 legs and church.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
목대.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
Killing spree. This is mayhem. That makes 2.
중국 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Wings roam.
중국 포탑이
You
파괴되었습니다.
bet. With every barrel I got. Mortimer will get us there. Welcome. Hell. Giddy up.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
해진 돌 시간이다.
Take the back way. Whoop. Cha. This way, Mortimer. By the by. Time to get. Time to show. He'll find his way. Water in the gulch. We'll get there. On the dusty trail. Ow, that hurt. Sure as a gun. Ugh. Artillery on the move. Let's have a look-see. Nice and easy.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Wait along. I reckon. I'm your huckleberry. To pay dirt. Should we hurry? Hello to my running gun. Grab the apple. I'm in for it. Get along. Fight activity. On the prowl. He ain't shit. Lickety split.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
예!
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 다이어의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
Strike like if he got help, but they just.
In the powder game. Which way, Mortimer? Roads? On the shoot. Good for close quarters. Well healed. Sure. Let's ride. Kickback style. Arm yourself. Where are you gonna run? Moving. Packing iron. Yes. Always did it the right way. My way. Cha! Water in the gulch. Don't need roads. Moving. I'll enjoy the ride. Lickety split. Time to. He'll find his way. Let's ride. Good fun. Which way, Mortimer? Oh, we'll get there. Oh, they're gonna hate this. In the powder game. Giddy up. Should we hurry?
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Unstoppably scared, that makes two.
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
잘된 거다. Better skin my
하부
thumbs.
포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 아군의 하부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 하부 병력이 파괴되었습니다. 아군의 하부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Grab the apple. Artillery on the move. Well healed. Sure. Wait along. Pickbacks down.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
You bet.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
To pay dirt. Piece of pudding.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 아이언의 구조물이 강화되었습니다. 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Run and gun.
상부 포탑이 공격받고
I can
있습니다.
mose it. I'll mosey on it.
상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Don't get two cookies every time now, Mortimer. One more
공격받고 있습니다.
on the shoe.
상부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Four legs a churning.
아군의 상부 병력이 공격받고 있습니다.
That makes two.
중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Dota. Mainan Dota gitu terus.
아군의 하위 병력이 공격받고 있습니다. 중부 파괴되었습니다. 이제 적군의 상급 그립이 생성됩니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Fire in the hole. On the dusty trail. Mortimer will get it.
중부 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Nice and easy. Making tracks. Fight was his favorite snack. Just slow down. Whoop. Get along.
로션이 레디언트의 영웅에게 주었습니다. 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Dah capek nah JTI dengan Dota ini. Oke, sudah dulu bro-broku. Sekian, terima kasih. Besok lagi, see you, thank you semuanya, bye bye.